Hey guys, Jarell here, GreyWolf TV, back with another music reaction, and we are going to go all the way back. I've had quite a few requests for this on all of Angelina's videos that I've done, saying you've still not listened to this one, which was one of the first performances, if not the first as far as I'm aware of official performance of her on Norways Got Talent in 2014. So we're going back quite a way here. You know which one I'm talking about, Gloomy Sunday. Very famous Billie Holiday track. Now then, I don't know what to expect with this because I've never actually watched it. I've had loads of recommendations to go and look at it and go and listen to it. With this being her first performance this far, but I don't think I've gone this far back to her being, what would she have been, 7 here? So I don't know if it's just going to be a short performance, whether it's going to be the Angelina that we know, whether it's going to be the voice that we know, or it's just going to be the initial stages of what we know when we listen to her now. Because obviously at 7, how good can you actually be at 7? I mean, what was I doing at 7? Probably playing outside in the mud, I don't know. But for a 7-year-old to even go in front of a studio audience and even tackle remembering the words to a song would be hard enough, even if you couldn't sing a note. So this is either going to blow my mind, or even if it doesn't and it's not her usual performance because she's so young, I still don't see her making a mess of it. I really don't. Anyway, we're going to try it. Just a point note, in case none of you know about this. This original recording of Billie Holiday's, which we all know, for those of you especially who are outside of the UK, one of our main television channels here, one of the only channels, back in 1968, the BBC actually banned this song from being played on the television or the radio because it was detrimental to the wartime morale. There was instrumental versions allowed of it, but not her original recording. Anyway, that's just a little bit of a snippet that you probably didn't know, especially if you're not from the UK and you've no idea what the BBC is. But I digress. Anyway, let's go and check this out. Angelina Jordan, Gloomy Sunday 2014. I am very interested to hear if there's subtle differences or whether that rich tone that we know of hers, that jazz sound that she has, is in this. Let's go find out. Oh my god, she's so young.
Hei sann.
Hei.
Hei, velkommen hit.
Takk.
Hva heter du?
Jeg heter Angelina Jordan.
Hvor gammel er du da?
Jeg er 7 år.
7 år, og hva er det du skal gjøre for oss her i dag?
Jeg skal synge for dere.
Hvilken sang da?
Gloomy Sunday fra Billie Holiday.
Ok. Da gleder vi oss, Angelina. Da kan du bare sette i gang når du er klar.
Her accent's still very strong there, isn't it? Here we go. I mean, look at the size of the audience for a 7-year-old. Are you absolutely kidding me? I'm trying to wrap my head around what I'm listening to and what I'm watching. I know it's Angelina, and I know the incredible performances that she can do. Even I Put a Spell on You when she was like, what, 9 or 10? Blew me away when I first watched it. But I was actually I wasn't going into this expecting too much. I was keeping my expectations fairly low because she's 7. And this is probably one of the first times she's been in front of an audience, and especially judges. but just from their reactions only, have probably just mirrored what I was just doing. 7 years old, no sign of being nervous. There's no wavering in her voice. The tone's still there. The velvet sound of her voice is still there. And even got the maturity at 7 years old, which is a contradiction in itself, to be able to do the performance at the right tempo and not rush it. That is what amazes me. A lot of people seem to not consider that part when you're listening to someone who's a child or someone her age, is they rush through everything. She's not doing. Let's carry on.
Angels and nobody, I'm never returning you. Would make me angry if I fully join you.
Wow.
Gloomy Sunday.
She can still do the low notes. Yeah, exactly.
Dreaming I was only dreaming.
That guy right there has got the same look on his face that probably most of the audience and me and most people who watch this on YouTube, especially for the first time, have. Your brain can't process what's happening because it doesn't make sense. As she's gotten older, we've come to expect it, and it kind of processes a little more. Now she's starting to be a mid-teenager. But when you look how small and tiny and innocent and cute that she is on stage there with a tooth missing and performing in front of a live studio audience and coming out with that kind of performance, I mean, I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. I've pretty much covered everything I can say about Angelina without being too much of a fanboy, but that judge's face just says it all.
I'll wake and I'll find you asleep in the deep of my heart. Deep.
She's in tears.
Darling, I hope that my dream never haunts.
Is that mum? I take it that's her mum. How are you even remotely supposed to process what that just was? I mean, you could hear a pin drop in the audience. The judges were all gobsmacked. Not surprisingly, this, I'm presuming, was the first time they'd ever set eyes on her, and certainly the first time they heard her. She'd brought tears to at least two of them, if not three of the four judges, and just blew them away. Just absolutely blew them away. I mean, 7 years old, and you can reduce grown adults to tears just by singing. There's a lot of artists out there that wish they could do that, and she just does it without even realising what she's doing. The Velvet Queen strikes again. That's an absolute classic of Billie Holiday's, and it's almost like the woman's reincarnated in her because she just oozed soul, and it's like she's there. It's so surreal. I don't know what else to say with that, guys. That's just insane. Right, Angelina Jordan 2014, that was Norways Got Talent, and to say the circumstances as to what she would have had to do to get to there. I don't know. I don't know how all of this first came about. I've never really looked into it too much. Maybe you could let me know down in the comments as to why her and her mum decided to go on this show in the first place. Obviously, her mother knew she had a fabulous talent, and then it needed to be heard, it needed to be seen, and look where we are today, had she not done that. But for someone so young and so small and innocent to come on stage and do that to an audience is just mental. I mean, this video itself now, I know it's 6 years old, of course, now, but this video's got 5 million views. Show me another 7-year-old that can get 5 million views on YouTube. And I know it's on the performance of the talent show, but still, it's about her. Angelina, from the moment she opened her mouth and sang, it's like there was a grown voice in there screaming to get out right from the off. Not, you know, she learned to talk first, and then she obviously started to learn to sing. I think she did it at a very young age, listening to her parents' records and stuff. But emulation is one thing, you know, a kid learning to memorize something over and over and over. We're all capable of doing that, but it's very difficult at a small age to remember nuances and details and specifics. She just did it with ease. It's just like it just came out in her from the very first moment. I bet her parents were just as in what shock as the rest of us are. And now we roll on 6 years to 2020, and she's been starting to become a bit of a household name and famous. She is going to be, without doubt, world famous everywhere, whether people have heard from her on YouTube or elsewhere. She's going to end up huge at some point, and I thought it was the right thing to do to go all the way back and sample this one, because I just never did it. I don't know why I didn't do it. It just never got added to the list, but I keep seeing people asking for me to react to it. Why haven't you done this first performance of it? So I have. Right, post your comments down below, guys. Let me know what you think. Incredible performance. I will be back with another one of hers very soon. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget that I now have a specific tier over on Patreon for you to watch all my YouTube reactions, including all the stuff that doesn't get posted here or gets cut or gets blocked for whatever reason. It's a very cheap tier, and you can watch everything over there, and all the reactions I've been doing for the last few months are also uncut as well, so you haven't got me stopping and pausing it every 5 minutes, because I know it's annoying, I know it's frustrating, but we all know why I have to do it. Plus, sometimes I feel like I have to pause it just to be in awe of when I see something that's blowing my mind, or that's spectacular on the screen, or literally music to my ears. Right, I'll see you for the next one, guys. Till then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe for more Angelina